Good afternoon and welcome to Friends University. My name is Dr. Sean Knopp. I'm the Director of Bands here. It is so wonderful to have you with us today and for our students to be able to perform for an audience. Let me tell you, the students arrived here at 8:30 today. We started playing at 9, and I think what you're going to hear was put together in a matter of 4 hours, which is absolutely remarkable. And during the entire time that your students were on stage and they were eating lunch, they were just the most respectful human beings, well-behaved, the kind of people that Mr. Wagner and I enjoy being around as part of our full-time job. So would you clap for these students on stage? You think about the time on task that it takes to learn some music, and this is even more important. They saw the music when they got here for the first time today. They did not get the music in advance. So they sat down, they started sight reading music and put it all together for you today at 2 o'clock, which is extra special. So time on task, they were not on screens, they were doing the work. They were doing hard and emotional and really great analog work, and we're super proud of them. So thank you all students for being great representatives of your own schools. I'd like to thank the band directors here today. We have 12 schools, 13 band directors that brought the students today. Some of them drove hours away. I don't know which is further away, Yates Center or Lincoln. Anybody know Yates Center or Lincoln? But pretty far away. Topeka's pretty far away too, in Houlton. But 12 schools represented here today. Let's give our band directors a round of applause. Thank you for joining us. 124 students on stage, 17 some odd percussionists in the back. We barely had enough chairs, but we made it. It's been a fun day. I want to introduce you to the guest conductor here today, Mr. Ethan Wagner. He is a band director in Derby, and at Derby Middle School. He's also a composer, a conductor, a clinician. He does just about everything. And some of his pieces have been played around the nation, award-winning pieces, which is why we asked him here today to work with our students, because they need to work with amazing people. And I've seen Mr. Wagner work with his students, and I knew like he's got to work with this honor band here. And so we picked the best of the best to come work with our kids. He's had a really good time with them. I'll tell you how good he is. I'm sitting backstage taking notes and learning from Mr. Wagner and all that he's doing on the stage. So I put some stuff in my notes that I'll be using with my music education students at some point. So I'm going to stop talking, but I want to go ahead and present Mr. Wagner with just a plaque he can take back to his band room wall in Derby. And this says, Friends University Middle School Honor Band, Ethan Wagner, conductor, October 15th. That's today, 2025, in this auditorium, Sixteenth Auditorium. And we want to thank you, band students. Give him a round of applause. Audience,
Should have checked how to turn this on before I came over here and started talking. Oh.
Check it. Hello, everyone. Like Dr. Knopf said, my name is Ethan Wagner. Today has been such a joy and a privilege to work with your students. They have been amazing. These rehearsals just take so long, and it's a ton of time that they've really pushed through and made some great music. My goal for them today, there's 3 of them. Number 1 was to learn something. Number 2 was to meet someone new. And then number 3 was just to make some great music. And I think we really achieved all of them. You'll have to ask your student who they met that was new. But I hope they had a great experience. I know I have so far today. That first piece was called Fanfare for the 16th Empire, written by Randall Standridge. He's a wonderful middle school band composer, and he has really great percussion parts that he writes too. I'm a percussionist, so that's one thing that I really value is engaging percussion parts. And when you have 17, that's also extremely important. Our next piece is written by Kerry Chambers. It's called Ancient Fires. It is in an interesting time signature. It's in 6/4, which many students I think hadn't played in before doing this piece. It involves no mallet percussion, which is really rare for middle school band pieces. So it's lots of drums and just tons of really cool stuff. So here is Ancient Fires. Our next tune is entitled On the Kerry Shore, and it is by Jack Wiles. It's supposed to be emulating a harbor town in just on the East Coast, thinking about like just a morning sunrise, really peaceful ocean waves, distant ship's bells, thinking like a lighthouse, all these this really strong imagery in this music. This was a challenge to put together today. These kids did so well with it. It is a tricky piece, just lots of different entrances and releases and stuff. It's one of my favorite pieces of all time, which is why I programmed it today. So here is On the Kerry Shore by Jack Wilds. Before I talk about our last piece, I just wanted to thank the band directors here tonight, all these amazing students, and the parents. I think band and music is one of the greatest things that we have in humanity. I have the best job in the world. I had such a blast today working with these students, and you're doing such a great job of, one, being supportive, but two, great teaching from the band directors. We came in and made some great sounds right away, so let's give all of you a round of applause for making this happen. I think being involved in music and learning to play an instrument is extremely valuable. I encourage you, and I encourage all the students here, to play your instrument as long as you can. You can do it all. You can do every sport, you can do band, and you can do choir, you can do orchestra, art, everything. But the more involved your kids are, the better people they will be. I really believe that. So do it all, don't quit, because you can play your instrument for the rest of your life. It's really cool. So, without further ado, here's our last piece. It's a march called Andalucía. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope you enjoy.
thank you for being here today, and thank you again, Honor Band, and another round of applause for Mr. Wagner and our students.